Hello everyone, good evening and welcome to Roma Theory. It's that time of the year. Again, for a third time this season, it's that time of the year where our stomach starts hurting, where the nausea starts kicking in, because all of the Roman history, all of the Roman heritage, all of what it means to play this game, win this game, the consequences if you lose this game in this city. It's that time again. It happened quite a few times this season. It's not the first time that it has happened in 2024. And the last few times they did not go well. We can of course admit this as Roma fans. It did not go well because Lazio won the majority of the last derbies. It's a new start. It's a fresh start for both us and them. It's a new era. The Mourinho against Sarri era is done. A new chapter awaits, and it's the De Rossi against TUDOR era to mark yet another parenthesis of Roman history and Roman football culture, may I add. Look, it's derby week. Of course it is. It's derby week. I want to take it slow. The derby is in 4 days. The derby is on Saturday. I will be there, so stadium vlog will come. But I want to take it slow because I think as a Roma content creator, one of the biggest things is get the ambience right, get the atmosphere correct, get the mentality, the attitude, the interest correct. So let's take our time. It's a special week because it's a pre-derby week. So today it's a match preview of the match preview, let's call it. Today we're going to have a chat about this game, what it means, the history of it, and all of that. Tomorrow, we're most probably going to have a Roman talk with Chris, speaking about the derby and all of that. And then on Friday, we've got the match preview. On Thursday, we've got the match preview. And then on Friday, we've got De Rossi's press conference. And then on Saturday, I just bit my tongue. And then on Saturday, we have the derby. So hopefully the vlog will come. And then hopefully we can enjoy the rest of the weekend well on the sofa, mocking Lazio friends and family. Yeah, look, you get the point. It's a game which deserves attention. It's a game which deserves chatting. It's a game which deserves questions. So anybody has questions on the rivalry, on the history, of what it means to actually play a game and then win a game, lose a game, all of that. I feel like you all know, because it's not the first time that we have faced the derby. But I think this derby is more important than the others for us because we need to win. We mentioned this yesterday. We need to win. There is only one acceptable result for Roma fans on Saturday, and it's a win. You have to win because this game is more than a football game. This game means literally having the access of whoever sits on the throne of this city. This game is more than just 90 minutes. If you win this game, you have got the power of mocking Lazio friends, Lazio family members, Lazio fans on social media, everywhere for at least the next 7 days. If you lose this game, you are the victim of all of this. And for us, who, if you go to college, if you go to university, if you go to school, if you go to work and you've got lots of friends in the environment, then you know how painful it is to wake up the day after you lost the derby, head to school and be the victim of football bullying, let's call it, harassment, because it's never good to lose a derby. This game is implanted in the veins of every single Roman citizen, whether you're red and yellow or whether you're white and blue. Whether you're on the one side of the River Tiber, or the other side, this game is more than a football game. This game is a lot. This game is the most important game of the season for both us and them. But this time round for us, it's 10 times more important. Because if we lose yet another derby, we'll be mocked. We'll be mocked a lot. If we win, we need to get back winning. We need to get back winning, eliminate the past, restart from fresh, and send TUDOR down the sewers. That's what we have to do. Luckily, however, I am in the middle of my Easter holidays, so after the derby, I will not be heading to school. which is always good. It's always good if you can avoid going to school after a derby. You never know, if you lose it, it's terrible. So yeah, luckily this time round, if we do lose it, then I won't go to school the next day. But still, it's gonna hurt. So where do we start? Thank you, Zero. Thank you very much. Jose was awful in derbies. Don't know if there was a worse performing Roma coach in all of history. When it comes to derbies, Napoli needs to take notes. Instead of releasing 20 kits a season, that looks like shit. Maybe release only a few that are actually decent. We're going to speak about the kit at the end, because I think we can do a ranking kit moment. But I think the first thing to say here is end of a cycle, start of a new cycle. End of Mourinho against Sarri, start of De Rossi against Tudor. Now, the question here is, in fact, it's not a question. One thing that we should do in preparation of this game is analyze the derbies that were played in this last cycle. So, in the Mourinho against Sarri. So, in the Mourinho against Sarri, the first derby was 3-2 to them. The second derby was 3-0 to us. The third derby was 1-0 to them. The fourth derby was 1-0 to them. The fifth derby was 0-0. And the sixth derby was 1-0 to them. So out of 6 derbies, Sarri won 4, Mourinho won 1, and we drew 1. Which is not good. Which is why we have got the responsibility of winning this game. Because if we don't win this game, it's going to be terrible, lads. It's going to be terrible. These guys are going to release kits over winning 5 out of the last 6 derbies. We need to stop this streak. And I think there's one person that you need to try and stop this streak. This negative pattern. And that pattern, and this name, this person who can stop this, is Daniele De Rossi. And which is what I'm going to bring the conversation into in a second. But one last comment about Sarri and Mourinho is the way we played these games. The way we played these derbies, which is the reason why the majority of these derbies were low-scoring goals, was basically us not doing anything. In the last 4 derbies that we played, I don't remember Roma shooting once. And I'm not exaggerating when I say this. In the last derby, Coppa Italia 1-0 Zaccagni penalty, does anybody remember shooting once apart from that Lukaku bicycle kick in literally the last second? In the game before that, 0-0, do we remember big chances? No. The one before that, we lost 1-0 with Ibanez being suspended after what, 20 minutes into the game. Do we remember doing something? No. And in the one before that ended 1-0 in our home ground. Do we remember doing something? No. The last 4 derbies were utter terrible. The last 4 derbies were crap. And the reason why in these last 4 derbies we didn't manage to score is because our approach in the last derbies was, I'm scared to lose, so I'm going to defend. Which is the last ingredient that you need in a derby. Because whoever is scared to lose a derby is going to end up if you're scared to lose it, you're going to end up losing it. A derby, you win or you lose. Or you draw, of course. But you win or you lose. But by doing that, you need to put the balls onto that pitch. You can't park the bus for 11 minutes and not do anything. You know? That's not how you perform a derby. A derby, you play, you fight, you shoot, you sacrifice yourself, you play with balls. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. You don't play a derby not shooting once and only defending. Because that is literally showing them, telling your opponents, I'm scared of you, I'm putting my hands forward, I'm going to defend all game because I don't want to lose this game. No, that's not what I want to see. If I lose a derby, I lose a derby 3-0. I'd rather lose a derby 3-0 than keep on losing them 1-0. Because it shows me that I did something. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. But if you attack and don't pay too much attention to defense in these literally 90-minute impact, one moment can change the game games, is you have to shoot. Because, again, it's such an important game that the way you step up on that pitch, the way you slept the night before, the way the thing you ate at breakfast in the morning, all of these little details are going to lead to influencing the game. It's about how you step up on that pitch. It's about the preparation for the derby, which is what I'm about to say. There is no one who can prepare this game in the best way than De Rossi. In terms of mentality, in terms of preparing the head of these players. Because ultimately, I think I've said this 3 years ago as well. A derby is just, it's too, you can't, the form goes out of the window. A derby is decided by moments. A derby is decided by little mistakes, decision making. It's just to the minimal detail. So form goes out of the window. And therefore, the most important thing comes up is exactly this. And there is no human being in this world out of 8 billion of us that knows the Roma atmosphere, has played numerous Rome derbies as the captain, has scored in several Rome derbies, than Daniele De Rossi. If you're Daniele De Rossi, the second that game ended yesterday, you are eating these players up. Not in a bad way, in a good way, maybe in a bad way, which then in the long term can turn into a good way. The second that game ended, yesterday, De Rossi needs to do one thing, had to do one thing. Enter in the minds of those players and prepare them for this game. Make them understand what it means to play this game. Because the last 4 derbies, these players did not deserve to wear that kit. Nobody cared. Sacrifice, blood, sweat. Nobody did it better than Daniele De Rossi in these games. So, imagine being De Rossi. I was the captain of many of these games. I felt many of these games as a player. I know what you, players, are going to feel when you step up on that pitch. I'm going to be on the sideline, on the touchline. I won't be there in the middle fighting with you guys. What I can do, of course, is give tactical directions. But the most important thing that I can do is enter in your minds. Make you feel the blood, make you feel the sweat, make you feel the adrenaline that the 70,000 fans around the stadium feel. I need you to enter in the mind of each and every one of those fans watching this game and understand how much it means to them. And this is why, I'm going to say it now, we're winning the derby on Saturday. Because of Daniele De Rossi and the mentality that he's going to implement in the minds of these players. I've said it. Clip it, Lazio fans. Clip it. Yeah, do it. Okay? And you could come back to this clip on Saturday because we'll have won. We'll have won. Because I've got this picture in my mind of De Rossi eating up the cells of every single player. You think about the derby. Think about the derby. Oh, you're eating your salad. Think about the derby. What does it mean? You're having a nice coffee. Think about the derby. You're off in the changing room, changing your boots. Think about the derby. Step up on that training ground tomorrow morning. Think about the derby. Go a date night with your girlfriend tonight. Think about the derby. That's what De Rossi needs to do. That is what De Rossi needs to do. And that's what De Rossi will do. And that's what De Rossi is doing. Imagine being there in the training session today, witnessing everything. The first thing De Rossi did today is this exact speech to every single player. Because the derby is more than a football game. I've repeated this 20 times over the past 10 minutes. This is not a normal football game. And De Rossi not only has got the responsibility to win this game, but he's got the responsibility of changing the negative pattern that we had under Mourinho. This game on Saturday is pivotal. This game on Saturday is the pivot of our season, my friends, fellow Roma fans. The game on Saturday is the pivot of the rest of the season. The game on Saturday decides everything. Because if we lose another derby, our mentality is gonna go downhill. And we're not gonna get Champions League football. If we win a derby, we advance in our top 4 race, and the mentality increases. And the hype also increases. Saturday's game is the most delicate derby that Roma have played in the last 5 years. Because it's a pivotal game. It's a game where there's only one acceptable, justifiable result. And that result is 3 points. For the fans, for the players, for the humour, for the hype, for the mentality, for the Roman pride, but most importantly for the season. Because you lose on Saturday, it means you lose 3 points, and you lose mentally. Because we've seen it. We've seen what happens. We've seen it in person. What costed Mourinho the sack? What was the trigger factor to Mourinho's sack? The lost derby. Then we played against Milan, lost, and then the following day Mourinho was sacked. A derby is more than a football game. I've repeated this to make you understand what the air, what the oxygen we Romans, you guys, Roma fans breathe before a Roma Lazio game or a Lazio Roma game. Before a Roman derby, this is what you breathe. A game that can change the season. A game that can change the hype, the mentality, your momentum, can change everything. So Saturday is the pivotal moment of the season. We lose, we're not going to be in the Champions League. We win, we continue having chances, and ultimately you beat the rats. You squish their balls. You do that. That's what it means. Yeah, look, I mean, yeah. Let's read some comments. Parla in italiano, tacci tua. Your prediction for the derby, that you don't give predictions. You do that's a law. That's number one. No, it's not the number one law, but it's in Italian we say porta iella, porta sfiga. We don't do it. You don't. If you come to Rome and 24 hours before the derby, you go around asking people for predictions, they're gonna slap you, because it's a guru thing. Like it's like il gufo. You don't do it. You don't jinx it. You don't. Prediction for derby, I've said before. We win. I know we win, but again, deep down, you don't. I'm not gonna give predictions. It's the only game in a season where I never give predictions, because it's a guru game. It really is. We're playing at home. I will be there indeed. Yes, Ryle, I will be there. The stadium is ours this time. It's not theirs. It's not gonna be a blue stadium. It's gonna be a red stadium. Bring your voice. Bring your flags. Bring your scarves. If you're going, be ready for war. A derby is decided by moments, little mistakes. That's my quote. Quote that. That's going to become a famous quote. Defeat Lazio and continue preparing for Milan. Do it. We're already out of top 4 in my opinion. Mate, no. Believe. This is that's the last piece of mentality that we need before a derby. We might be out of top 4, but this game changes. This game changes the season. Everybody, in fact, you know what? Smash the like. I need everybody here to smash the like button. If you're watching this live or not live, hit the like. 4 days to go. -4 until war. Make yourself loud. Make yourself feisty. I want to see this community come together for such an important derby, an event for this city and all of us. Okay, I understand now this derby is a derby. As of now, the historical derby record for Roma is 67, 51, 64. Looking at the... exactly. So, in order for Lazio fans to start speaking about being superior than us, they gotta win 67 minus 51, 7 plus 9. Lazio fans watching this, win 16 more derbies without us winning any, and we'll start speaking. Sure, fine, we'll start speaking, but you win the next 16 derbies, catch us, and then we'll speak. Before that, you can do that with your balls. That was very weird. Why did I do that? I don't know. Pellegrini will score, I think. I know who's gonna score, but I'm not gonna say now. I'm gonna mention it in the match preview, but I'm not gonna do it now. But I'm not gonna. I mean, you're gonna understand who he is, but he hasn't scored in a Rome derby yet. He's the best player in our team. He drinks mate all day long. He's not very tall. His name starts with a P. And his surname rhymes with banana. Maybe it doesn't. Close. Paulo. I have a dream. Dybala in front of the Curva Nord. This. And then at the end of the game, he goes in front of those Lazio fans and goes like this. I'm hyping myself too much. That's a dream. I don't care who scores. We need to win. As a team. As a pack of wolves. As gladiators. Our colours are the colours of the Roman Empire for a reason. We've got 4 days to go and it feels like the derby's tomorrow. Mind, head, piss, vomit, nausea. That is normal for Roman fans. I'm devouring them. We're gonna eat them up. We're gonna destroy them. That's your fans. I don't know what is happening with me today. Anyways, with that being said, my friends, this is a little antipasto. It's a little starter for our dinner. You know. Imagine the next week of content on Roma Theory is a 5-star dinner. This, my friends, is an appetizer. It's a little starter. It's that little caviar with butter that they bring you in 5-star restaurants. We've got a long way to go. 4 days is a lot. 4 days of endless, nightless, sleepless sleeps. 4 days of nausea. 4 days of dreaming. 4 days of believing. Tomorrow, Roman talk with Chris. Which, by the way, shout out to you, Chris, in the chat. Thursday, match preview. Friday, Derosi's own words. 24 hours before a game. I cannot wait for his press conference. On Saturday, the game. And hopefully the vlog. And on Sunday, I may or may not be releasing a challenge. I'm in the middle of my Easter holidays. We're gonna film, me and my crew are gonna film something on Thursday. Interesting challenge. It's got to do with kit. Not necessarily linked with the derby, but it's a nice way, especially if we win the derby, to end the dinner. To end the bones of the eagle in our mouth. So that's that. Then, by the way, I can't say this now. I can't release this now, but thanks to you guys, Friday, it's a very big day. I cannot say what I'm speaking about because I can't, but you will know very, very soon. On Friday, I'm doing something that is like 8-year-old Simo would have dreamt about. And it still is one of my biggest dreams. I can't say anything else. I cannot say anything else. In the next weeks, months, you'll know everything. But yeah. Yeah, the kit. The kit as well. The kit is a nice kit. The kit is a beautiful kit. Presented by Del Vecchio. Just a cherry on the cake. The problem with the kit, just like any kit, is that sponsor. It ruins everything. If that kit had SPQR on it, it would have been literally divine. It would have been the divine kit. It would have been worn by God. It really would have. That sponsor ruins everything. With that being said, it doesn't destroy the magic of it. History, heritage, I absolutely love it. It's a really nice kit. I like the logo. The colors are good. The fact that the name at the back is white, I think is very interesting as well. It's just that stupid Rehab season sponsor which destroys everything to it. But you never know. It brings a lot of money to our bank accounts, so you can't really complain. Yes, lads, I'm gonna go eat. This was only the appetizer. Tomorrow we're back for some Derby content for the special Derby week. I cannot wait. I hope I hyped you up a bit. If I did hype you up a bit, then smash the like, subscribe to the channel. I want 100 likes. Do it. 100 likes. It's a very big week for us Romans and for us Roma fans. So 100 likes, hit the like, subscribe, and talk to you very, very soon. Simo out.